The president of Liberia is taking new steps to contain an Ebola outbreak. All but 3 of the country's border crossings were closed Sunday. The president also placed restrictions on public gatherings and quarantined communities with high infection rates. More than 670 people in Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea have died from Ebola. Among those who've contracted the virus are about 100 healthcare workers, 2 of them Americans. Janet Shamlian has more now from London.
Dr. Ken Brantly and Nancy Writebol, who've been working in Liberia to save the lives of Ebola patients, are now fighting for their own. Despite wearing protective suits, like the one Dr. Brantly is seen in here while treating a patient, both have contracted the highly contagious virus.
We're all sort of devastated by it, but at the same time we find room for optimism because in both cases the disease was not only diagnosed very quickly, but we were able to begin intensive supportive care.
Ken Isaacs is with the Samaritan's Purse aid group Dr. Brantly is working for. Writebol is a missionary, also part of the Ebola team. Dr. Brantly's wife and 2 children had been living with him in Liberia, but are now back in Texas.
They're self-monitoring themselves, checking their temperature. That would be the first sign, as if they had any fever at all.
Writebol husband, David, also a missionary in Liberia, doesn't have symptoms, but told his North Carolina church that his wife is not doing well. Both Writebol and Brantly are in isolation, infected with the virus they'd hope to save others from. The virus is spreading quickly, already in the West African countries of Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia, where a top doctor died from it over the weekend. Nigerian airports have started screening incoming passengers after a traveler arrived with Ebola and later died in Lagos, its largest city with 21 million people. Symptoms are similar to the flu: fever and headaches, diarrhea and vomiting, weakness and stomach pain. There is no treatment or vaccine.
Janet Shamlian, NBC News, London.